One of our listeners was haunted for over 10 years, and it was one of the scariest stories I've ever heard. Let's make some tea and I'll tell you about it. Andy moved into this Kentucky farmhouse when they were very young with their dad, stepmom, and two stepsisters. It was her stepmom's parents' new house, and it was large and picturesque, but the three young kids knew from the first day they stepped foot in that house that something wasn't right. As they toured the basement they would be living in for a little while, they all took notice that the bathroom had a door to the cellar, and the vibes in that room were all negative. The young children made sure never to go in alone, taking turns sitting in the bathroom with each other while they showered, just so they'd have their own lookout. Otherwise, there was this unspoken rule to never turn your back on that door, and never close your eyes for too long while in there. The haunting started small, but eventually Andy's youngest sister began sleepwalking. So when the bathroom door was locked in the middle of the night, or all the cupboards in the kitchen were left open, they all blamed it on her. Or maybe they simply hoped it was her. Andy began to have these dreams, nightmares really, of a small creature or being crawling creepily around their cellar, scratching at the walls, trying to get out. Then of a young man sitting in the bathtub until a forceful shove sent them down underneath the water, held down by a tall woman with dark hair. Unfortunately, Andy experienced it firsthand while in the bathroom. They were able to escape, never to take a bath again. Then the knocking began. It was small at first, but grew more forceful through the night, coming from the wall of the room adjacent to the bathroom and the cellar. Andy grew enraged and was compelled to face whatever it was. So they stormed into the bathroom, throwing open the door to the cellar. It was completely empty. But Andy believed that this was only the beginning, and opening that door may have been a huge mistake. Whatever was in that room seemed to be set free when they answered its knocking. Nightmares continued, becoming more forceful with that same woman at the forefront of all of their dreams. The scratching and scrambling was no longer contained to that cellar, but heard all through the house now. And the worst nightmare of all may have been a bit more than a nighttime fright. That same woman entered their siblings' room while Andy was away, and her crawling little helper following behind from the closet door. She walked to the center of the room, telling the young girl that she had business to finish and a power she couldn't possibly understand. The girl was thrown from the room, door slamming shut behind her as the watcher approached her sister's bed. They both wake up now. The one approached in their bed, screaming in a voice that wasn't hers. Now, there is so much more to Andy's story, including a warning not to enter the bathroom on Halloween night, and mysterious phone calls from someone or something unknown. And there were several other spooky tales in this particular episode, so if you want to hear more, you can go check out our podcast Ghosties on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. Stay spooky and be kind.